Welcome to After School Hub. Every single day we'll be bringing you lots of fun classes and activities right into your living room. So let's get cracking.
Welcome to the After School Hub.
What do you like about Halloween?
I like trick-or-treating.
I like dressing up.
We just picked out these pumpkins from the pumpkin farm for Halloween.
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see. This our town of Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Pumpkins scream in the dead of night. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 Halloween.
Díomh agus fáilte robisteach go After School Hub is mise múntar cleana. So, as we're at a very spooky time of the year, I'm going to show you how to do some scary skeletal makeup. Now, I did this makeup for Halloween 2 years ago, and I was inspired by Lady Gaga's Born This Way video where she wears a tuxedo and fabulous skeleton makeup. So, let's paint ourselves. So, first thing you need is you can use black and white face paint or whatever you have at home. I have some eyeliner here, some black eyeshadow, but remember, black and white face paint is absolutely fine. Just use whatever you have at home. I have some sponges here and some little brushes, but you can actually use your fingers if you're stuck. So let's get cracking. Now, the first thing I need to do is make sure that my face is all the one colour, basically. So if you're using white face paint, you'd put it all over your lips and everything like that, because we don't want for it to have any facial features, really. Okay, so I'm just going to go over my lips so they're the same colour as my skin. That'll do the job. And remember, you can use white face paint. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to do the eyes. Okay, so I'm going above my eyebrow and I'm going down and around. And I'm actually kind of following, if you put your finger there, you can kind of feel the bones of your face. So I'm kind of following that, but I'm making them slightly more square. Now, and I do the other one as well. Now, when I'm doing it at different phases, I look pretty strange, but it'll all work out well in the end. So I'm doing a kind of V here on my nose, right? And then I'm drawing down and kind of around my nostrils, because actually if you touch your bone, it's all cartilage. Well, mine is extra squishy cartilage, and our actual nose bone, you can feel it ends somewhere about there. So I'm basically going around where the bones of my face are now, and there we go. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I am going to start filling in these black spaces. Okay, now what I'm going to use for that is I'm going to use just some black eyeshadow, but like I said, black face paint works just as well. And I'm tapping it like that to make sure it doesn't start falling down onto the rest of my face. And here I go. Now, Halloween is probably going to be a little bit different this year, but the good news is you can still do this spooky skeletal makeup and stay home and have lots of little fun games with the people who live in your house, kind of the apple games. And Winter John is teaching apple games and stuff like that. So you can do all those type of things. There's no reason that we can't dress up when we're at home. Now, one eye done. Let's keep going. So basically what we're doing is we're kind of drawing out what the bones of our face are. So these black holes would be where the holes in the skull are. You can see the kind of skulls I have here. So we have black holes here, and that's where our eyes are. And then, like I said, our nose bone ends there. So that's why I'm going to do another black here. And so I'm filling in the little shape that I did here on my nose. Now, okay. So that is my nose and my eyes done. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my cheekbones. So if you actually put your finger through, you can kind of feel there's a cheekbone there that runs about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm doing a line down the side like that. And on the other side, go down again where the cheekbones are. Like that. And now, next thing I'm doing is my mouth. So, I'm actually joining that to that line there. And I'm joining that line there. Now, okay, let's start doing our teeth. So I'm going to go up in the middle, a line down, and the same down, like that. Now, what I'm doing then on the other side, remember, so I have a bone kind of here, which I can feel, and there's a gap there where your jawbone is. So I'm in fact doing it something like that. And I'm doing the same on the other side. Oop. Now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in these spaces here with black, because that's, you can even see my skeletons here. So if you put your fingers in it, you can feel it yourself. We're using our very own bones as inspiration. And I'm going to do a little mark there. And I'm also kind of going to give myself, I want to look like a cross skeleton. If you frown like that, you can kind of nearly follow those lines. And come up into your hairline, so like that. And then I'm going to shade a bit, because no, we don't have like just sharp lines like that, so I want to shade them in a bit so they look a bit softer. Very nice. Now, so you can kind of see I'm starting to look a little bit spooky. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just going to put a little crack going down here, and I'm going to put another little crack going down the side. Now, our skulls are kind of symmetrical, so that means that they should be the same on both sides. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start doing my teeth. So these are just straight lines, but we know that teeth are kind of rounded at the top, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, I'm also going to fill in this gap here a little bit. I'm just going to shade it out. And I'm actually going to use my pencil and I'm going to draw my jawline like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend like you can see what my spine is like through my throat. So if you're looking at a skeleton, you can see kind of through it. So then what I'm also going to do is just I'm going to put black all around it other than that. I'm going to fade it out till there. And you can go over this a good bit to make sure it's completely pitch black. And just a bit more there. And then we're also going to darken up around the sides a bit, because you can feel they're kind of hollow there. And the same on the other side. So let me have a look at my skeleton. Did I get all the pieces? I think I did. So there we are. I am ready for Halloween. Why not try this at home and send us in all your spooky works of art? Slán.
It's getting a bit spooky.
Hey boys and girls, people always ask me, they say, is there any money to be made doing magic? Well, think of a card. You might see a card go by, any card at all, one of the cards, any card at all, any card too late. Yeah, I suppose there is.
Hi everybody, my name is Chris Judge and I'm an author and an illustrator and I make children's books. You might know some of them, and I really love making books and I love setting myself other projects. So recently I've been working on a really fun project where I like to go out and take photos of clouds, and then I like to see if I could find something strange and unusual in them and then draw directly onto them. So I'd love to do it with you guys every day this week. You can download the images from rte.ie/learn. So let's have some fun. So today I'd like to draw a spooky Halloween cloud with you. So the first thing I look for if I want to make something specific, like kind of Halloween theme, I want to find something that will be a similar shape to what I have in my head. So for this one, I went for a kind of a roundy shape. We start off with 2 triangles. And then a triangle nose. And people draw different pumpkins different ways. Some people draw evil eyes. I like to draw kind of more of a happy pumpkin like this. And mine has a big smile. I know some people do really scary ones, but I always like the kind of classic looking pumpkin. So we give him a nice smile. He's still got sharp teeth, but he's got a nice smile. Just going to colour this in a little bit. And of course, most pumpkins have a stalk on the top of their head, so I think it'd be nice to add in the green stalk. Now, our stalk. A nice big chunky green stalk on the top. Okay, so I want to add in something else. I think the ultimate kind of extra decoration would be a bat. So a bat's pretty simple. It's just a little round head at the top. And then 2 wings, and it's got these kind of, what would you call them, webbed wings, so they're actually big long fingers on bats. So once you start looking at creatures, especially mammals, you realise that, 2 ears, 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, and the wings are actually like our arms and like our fingers. So there's 2 bats there. We'll add in something else. I think a couple of stars would be nice. So most people have different ways of drawing stars. As you can see here, mine are a little bit wonky. If you spend time though on yours, they'll look a lot better, I think. And so there we go. There's our pumpkin in the sky. I'm sure if we saw something like that over your house, you'd be genuinely terrified. Thanks a million for drawing along, everybody. That was great fun. So I would love to see all your own cloud drawings. So look up at the sky, take some photos and draw all over your clouds and send them in to rte.ie/learn. Can't wait to see them.
Hi, after school hub. We're doing some Halloween art.
Now I'm sticking the pupil onto the eye. And when the eye is on, it looks a bit like this.
And we're finished.
Begin the decorating apple! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween!
Do not touch that button. Stay tuned, because there'll be some of me doing some science with you later. See you soon.
Don't forget to send us all your videos and photos. Go to rte.ie/learn.
Hi, After School Hub. When we come home from school, we love to tell stories on the clock. But today, we're going to tell spooky stories. There's a house upon the hilltops. We will not go inside, for that is where the witches live, where ghosts and goblins hide. Tonight they have a party. The lights are burning bright. But oh, we will not go inside. The haunted house tonight. The demons are whirling. And their spirits are swirling. They sing their songs to Halloween. Come and join in the fun, they shout.
Hello, children. Welcome to Halloween in the Polytunnel of Doom on After School Hub. Ah! Hey, how are you? It's Halloween here on After School Hub. I have my spooky cardigan on, and I thought today that we might talk
a little bit about something that you can use as part of your Halloween costume, but also we're talking a little bit about science. It's about blood.
Blood.
Now, wait, if anyone's squeamish, relax. I am not going to get blood or throw it everywhere or do anything like that. I'm going to show you what blood is, talk about it, but doing it through models. So we're going to get to make and play today, and that should be fine. So what we're going to talk to you today about is what blood's made up of, and it's made up of 4 kind of parts that we're going to talk about. Red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma. Right now, I'm just going to use this stuff. And in various parts of the country, this is called different things. It's called Mala, Marla. I call this Ray, Cleta, and John, but it's up to you, whatever you want to call it yourself. So we're going to make a model of blood, and the first bit we're going to make is the red blood cells. And they're all shaped in kind of a ball. So if you roll into a ball and then you kind of start pressing in the middle and making it into kind of a bowl shape, and it's kind of got a little bit of a lip on the edge. So I'll show you this in a second. Now, red blood cells, the job that they do is that they take oxygen around your body, and they take carbon dioxide as well, but they're like, for transporting oxygen primarily is their main job. So getting oxygen from your lungs through your heart, pumped through your arteries all the way around your body to your muscles, and then going through the veins back into your heart. So here you have it. So they're kind of like a shape, kind of like that. It's kind of like a disc kind of shape there like that. And I'm going to put it down here on this yellow sheet of paper. This yellow sheet of paper is yellow because that's the plasma. So if you ever get a cut and sometimes at the edge you kind of see a kind of clear yellowy liquid, that's the plasma. That's what red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets float in. White blood cells. Now, they are bigger than red blood cells, so I'm going to need more of this. So they're in a ball kind of shape, like a kind of a golf ball, but they have kind of like stringy bits coming out of them. So again, start by rolling it into a ball. Their job is to kind of fight off infection, bacteria and other things that are inside your body that are going to make you sick. So they're kind of sitting around protecting. Now, there's way less of them, so if you were making your own blood model, you'd probably do loads and loads and loads of red ones and only a few of these ones. They're like a sphere, like a kind of like a golf ball, but they have these arms sticking out of them, so you have to kind of pinch and take a little bit. So if I do that and do this, you'll see it there. If I kind of pinch and pull, and you're getting these kind of like spikiness around, and it's all over the place. So here you have the white blood cell. Now, it looks like a bit spiky, it's a good shape, but that should be smaller again, and there should be way more red blood cells than white blood cells. Finally, the last bit that I'm going to use is platelets. And platelets' job, does anybody know? Anyone at home know? Their job is to, you ever get a cut? What forms on a cut after you get it? Scab. What they're doing is allowing new skin to grow under them. And what platelets do, their job is to stop you bleeding. They are a clotting agent. And what that means is that the blood gets thick. Once it hits oxygen, it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. They start knitting together, and they start forming a bond or a scab to stop the blood coming out and help you repair. Now, they are kind of like, I'd imagine, you know what a starfish looks like? I kind of imagine that they're kind of like a starfish, but they have much longer arms. This is my platelet, what I think a platelet looks like, and I'm going to put it down on this, again, not to scale. Really, really easy. And you've learned about blood without getting squeamish, which is good. But for the next bit, you know, at Halloween, one of the things that we want to do potentially is make people feel squeamish with our scary characters. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to try a little recipe to make our own fake blood. For this, you will need some flour. I have corn flour. I have some normal maple syrup. I have some food colouring, I have a little bit of blue, I have a bit of red, and I have some spoons to measure. So, firstly, take our flour and take a teaspoon. And with that, we take 1 teaspoon. I'm going to take some of it, and I'm going to put it into the bowl. Next, we're going to get some food colouring. I have some red food colouring. And we're going to take some of that, and we're going to put half a teaspoon of that into this. And I'm going to pour that into that. Oop, I've spilled a little bit. Into there. And then I'm going to put some syrup in here. Blob, blob, blob. So this is a tablespoon of... I shouldn't, but... No, later. Okay, do that. So I just put... There we go. I'll put a tablespoon of this in. I'm going to slide... Oh, it's so deliciously sugary. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to add a couple of tiny little blobs of blue. Not like much, not like a tablespoon, just a couple of drops, just to make it a little bit darker. So, here we go. Okay, so now I'm just going to mix it all together. And what I should get eventually is this. Oh my God, it looks like blood. It looks like blood that like it's come out, and it's like with the platelets, it's starting to clot a little bit, and then you can kind of smear and be like, oh, the blood, like a vampire then. But the best thing about this is, because it's maple syrup and corn, it's edible too. Don't fall asleep because you might wake up and find your dog licking your face. But you look like Halloween. You've learned about blood and what it's made up of. You can make your own fake blood. This is the perfect thing of science, fun, and Halloween. Send in your versions, your models, and try to make them as accurate as possible. There should be more red blood cells, bigger white blood cells, and platelets with the long stringy arms and smallness. Have a bit of fun. Go out and explore. Send us in your versions. We'd love to see them. rte.ie/learn. See you soon.
And then it turned out he never had the trousers. Pretty scary, huh?
Another absolutely rubbish human Halloween story.
Martin, that was a really scary story. Come on.
No. Spooky stories are meant to give you the chills, MC.
Yeah, just because you don't like Halloween.
Don't like Halloween? I'm allergic to Halloween. Don't forget that, MC.
Okay. Why don't you tell me a scary story that's non-Halloween related?
Oh, did you ever hear the tale of hairy hands?
Ooh, no. Is that the one about the werewolf?
No, it's a story about a Danish fella with a beard, and his name is Hans.
Right, yeah. Very spooky, Martin. Just like your costume. Not.
What? Oh, well, actually, I am wearing my disguise, MC.
Martin, I made the effort to dress like a witch. I finally made the decision to dress up as a traditional Halloween witch for Halloween, and you did nothing.
Wait till you get a snoot full of that, MC. Get a sniff full of that. Go on.
Yeah, this is going to end well.
Get right in there, huh?
Martin, you smell like a ghost.
Exactly. I went up to the paddock last night, I had a bit of a roll around, and now I smell like my friend Billy.
The goat. How lovely.
Oh, wait, actually, there is something I'm going to show you down here. Have a look at this one.
That will be good.
Oh, there, I got this. Oh.
Martin, did you make this? This is unreal.
Make it? No, I didn't make it. No. All the pumpkins, they grow like that up in Cusack's field.
Oh, Cusack's field, right beside the fairy ring.
What? Don't say that word at this time of year about those people, MC.
But what? There is a fair ring in Cusack's field.
Please stop saying that word.
Okay, Martin, you're such a drag. Can you have a bit of fun at this time of year?
Oh, well, actually, I do kind of like to let loose around this time of year and see. Have a look here. It's my favourite, my veggie monsters.
It's actually pretty good. Who's this guy?
well, that's Eric the Evil Aubergine.
Ooh. And what about the one up front?
Oh, well, that's Colin.
Oh.
Yeah. Have a look down here. There's another one.
Oh my God, it's a mini carrot. Pumpkin, yeah. Should I say?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Have a look at it.
Who's this spooky guy?
Well, that's not really anything. That's just a turnip. I can't think of anything more hideous than a turnip.
Fair enough.
Here's Happy Courgette.
Oh, wow. It's a pretty happy courgette, I have to say. Well, vegetables are all well and good, Martin, but this time of year, I like to have a few sweets and treat myself. Want to have one?
No, I shouldn't.
Go on, just one sweet. I've loads.
Well, I suppose one wouldn't do any harm.
Exactly. There you go.
Díomh chuirde chun sa táinte bhniuh mútóir ré anseo, and I have this beautiful book that I'm very keen to show you today. But first, here's a question, right? Do you have a favorite monster? Now, you might think of monsters that show up in books, like maybe the Gruffalo, or maybe any monsters that show up in movies, like Godzilla, or something like that. Now, do you think that kids have always told stories about monsters? Of course they have, and not just books or movie monsters, they're legendary monsters. like the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland, or sea monster stories that old explorers would tell about. And today, I'm talking about Irish monsters by reading to you some extracts from this beautiful book called Mythical Irish Beasts, written and illustrated by Mark Joyce. And also, I have a map of Ireland hanging here. And what I'm interested in, as well as the geography of the monsters, is whereabout they showed up. So keep an eye out for any monsters in your neighborhood. Let's check out some of these monsters and see if they show up close to where you are. Now, the first one I'm going to read about is the King with Horse Ears. So, in the crypt of St. Patrick's Cathedral, up here in County Armagh, is a sculpture of a man with ears of a horse. Now, the Irish version of this story features King Lowry Lynchig, who was cursed with horse ears. Now, society at the time wouldn't allow a king with an imperfect body, so in order to protect his secret, he used to kill his barbers as soon as they cut his hair, because they'd seen his horse ears. Except for one barber, who he mercifully spared and made him promise not to tell anyone. But over time, this became such a hardship for the young barber that it made him ill. And in order to relieve himself of this secret, this burden that he had, he confessed his secret to a willow tree. And he was cured. But in time, the tree was cut and its timber was used to make a magic harp. And when the magic harp was played in the king's court, it sang out and revealed the king's secret horse ears. There he is, the king with horse ears, up in County Armagh. Now, next, we are going to County Roscommon in Connacht. Let's see what monster shows up in County Roscommon. The Dullahan are headless phantoms. And they're actually quite widespread in different stories from around Ireland. And sometimes the Dullahan are referred to as Gan Ceann, which means without a head. Now, the Dullahan were often seen as headless horsemen. So they'd have a horse and coach and they'd be pulling it along. And in Roscommon, it was believed that if you carried a piece of gold with you, then that would keep the Dullahan away. Now, where are we going next on our monster tour of Ireland? We are going up to County Donegal, up in the very northwest. Now, wait till you see this monster. This is An Sulach. Now, the River Swilly up in Donegal gets its name from a multi-eyed monster that lived in a pool which is the source of the river Meenaroy. The monster had 200 eyes on either side of its head and hence was called Sulach, or full of eyes. What a fascinating looking monster from Donegal. Where are we going next? Our final stop on our monster tour. We are going to County Kerry, one of my favourite counties in Ireland, down in the southwest. And we're going to meet An Fear Leah. He's a malignant creature. His physical manifestation is that of mist or fog, and he can cover the land or sea with his foggy cloak. Now, he does this so that unsuspecting journeymen will tumble to their death, or ships could run ashore or smash into rocks. Ooh. He is an ominous presence in Scotland as well. So when not in the guise of mist, he has been described as being over 10 feet tall and having sallow skin, broad shoulders and long arms. And when you see him on the mountains, he's often seen in the distance with a black dog. But as the climber comes nearer, and the two creatures will disappear, and then they'll be spotted higher up the mountain again. So he's very elusive, is An Fear Leah. Now, that's all from this book for today, but I'm sure there are monsters and mythical beasts associated with every part of Ireland. So wherever you are, get researching and drawing, and we'd love to hear about the beasts and monsters that you discover. Mashiv. See you next time. Slán.
It's Nisha Muncher Zuzana. Today I'm going to be teaching you some Halloween Polish words that you could say at home. Pumpkin, dynia. Spider, pająk. Black cat, czarny kot. Slán.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back.
If you miss anything here, remember you can catch up on everything on the RTÉ Player. Happy Halloween!
Halloween is coming, and I wonder what I'm gonna dress up as this year. Maybe I'll be a superhero. Maybe I'll be a ninja. Maybe I'll be the Incredible Hulk. Maybe I'll be a vampire. Or maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna be a werewolf.
Get up off those chairs, everyone, and let's dance, dance, dance.
So it's Friday, which means...
It's my favourite day of the week and we get to finish off the dance.
Yeah, I'm so excited to get this one finished and dancing it to music.
That's going to be tough, but we're going to do it.
Were you practicing all the rest of the dances,
Yep,
Jake?
I practiced all evening, even in the shower.
Okay. Once you remember your steps, that's the main thing.
I'm going to try my best too.
So you'll be very happy to know we only have one more step left in this whole routine.
Okay.
That we're going to break down. So we're going to do a recap in a minute after we do our new step. The next step, again, this is one of the most popular steps. And Jake, this is new to you. You've never done it before. So we start with our feet together and it's called a toe-heel cross. So we start with our feet together and we're going to bring our left foot and we do toe.
Toe.
Heel.
Heel.
And then we cross our left foot across. Across. And then we bring our right foot that's behind, bring it in. Toe.
Toe.
Heel.
Heel.
And cross.
Watch me shoes. Okay.
That's it again. Toe, heel, and cross. And again. Toe, heel, cross. And here we go. Now, this step is a little bit quicker than what we're doing.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest step so far.
Yeah, most of the time people feel like they have like 10 legs and they don't know which one they're moving. Do you feel like that?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so let's do it very slow. We have toe.
Toe.
This is our left leg. Heel.
Heel.
And then we cross our left leg in front of our right leg. Across. Now, this is the tricky part for most people. Now we're going to bring our right foot that's behind, bring it in.
In.
Very good. Heel.
Heel.
And across.
And across.
And a little bit quicker. And toe, heel, cross. Toe, heel, cross. That is it. That's our last dance. Our last step even. So when we cross on the last one, I want you to do your own signature move. So what do you like doing, Jake?
We'll do a spin and then we'll go back and end like this and point to the camera.
Okay, that's their random position. Now, what's yours? I can't wait to see everybody's now. So we are going to go from the very beginning, nice and slow, because it is a recap, and then we are going to go to music. Are you ready for a recap?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, nice and slow. So feet together, here we go. A back step, slow, slow. A back step, slow, slow. Very good. Back,
step,
slow, slow. A back step, slow, quick. Back, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Remember, it's nice and jumpy.
Oh, and be
Very
very
good.
light.
Light on those feet. Now kicks. Kick, 2, 3, 4. Now our drunken sailor. Now our silly
Kick.
Silly sailor.
And kick. Ready,
So
kicks.
kicks.
1, 2,
3, 4. Silly sailor.
Silly sailor.
1, 2, 3. 2,
2, 3.
3.
2, 3.
Cross point. Cross point.
Cross.
Big point. Let me see. Woo.
Back.
And back. Point.
Back.
Point. Back. Point. Back. Point. Kicks.
And kicks.
Single kicks. 1, 2, 3. Very good. 4, 5.
Oh, I can
6,
feel it in my legs now,
7,
Karen.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And my favourite bit, shoulders.
And jump.
Shoulders.
And jump.
Shake them
And jump.
shoulders.
And jump. Now, this is our new step. Toe, heel, cross. A toe, heel, cross. A toe, heel, cross. A toe, heel, cross. End in position. Ta-da!
And bow.
Oh, and bow.
And reap the applause. Thank you very much, guys. And another bow. And now we're ready to dance it to music.
So I need full energy, jumpy legs, strong feet, strong arms. When we're hitting arm positions, I want them all very, very clean.
Okay.
And most of all, I want you to have fun.
Enjoy.
My name is Sally, nice to meet you. Can I tell you, baby? Look around, there's a whole lot of pretty ladies, but none like you. You shine so bright. Yeah. I was wondering if you and me could spend a minute on the floor up close, getting lost in it. I won't give up without a fight. I just wanna, oh baby, I just want you to dance with me tonight. Come on, oh baby, I just want you to dance with me tonight. We're getting sweaty, hot and heavy in the crowd now. And loosen up and let your hands go down, down. But go with it, girl, yeah, just close your eyes. Yeah, I feel the music moving through your body. Looking at you, I can tell you want me. Don't stop, keep
That was full on.
It was, I'm tired now. But it was great. We did it all and we remembered it all.
It was so much fun. You are brilliant. I'm
Thank you
so
very much.
impressed with you this week.
Thanks so much for having me. I really enjoyed dancing with you. And don't forget, guys, if you missed any of the steps, you can catch up on rte.ie/learn. Thanks so much, guys. See you all soon. Bye.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash,
he did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrode.
Then you can mash,
Then you can monster
the
mash
monster mash.
and do my graveyard
Then you can
smash.
mash,
You'll catch on in a flash.
then you can mash.
Then you can monster mash. Mash. Easy boy, you impetuous young boy. Mash.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Martin,
Oh, there you are.
you've eaten all of my pumpkin rice crispy buns and all the sweets.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Well, I was supposed to be showing you how to make pumpkin rice crispy buns, but Martin's eaten all of them and all the ingredients by the looks of it.
Well, I can tell you about all the ingredients of soup. No, I don't feel too good. Well, first of all, you need the Rice Krispies, and then you got... Oh, lots of sugar.
Do you know what, Martin? Thank you so much. But how about we move on swiftly to Thing of the Day?
Oh, yeah, Thing of the Day.
Let's find out what today's thing is.
I wonder, is it chocolate?
Enough for the sweets, Martin. Okay.
What's that thing?
So today's Thing of the Day is a lady with the long dress. And she's got accessories.
Hey, lady, have you got any sweets?
Don't answer that. Okay, she's got a globe, so a woman who's well-travelled. It's It's a plastic bag holder, everyone. Of course it is.
No, that's the thing for holding the plastic bags. I get it.
Ah, okay. So she just hooks up like this. Cool.
Here, get over here, you old bag. I want refrigerals. I want wafer.
Martin, I've never seen you act like this before. As funny as it is, I'm starting to get a little worried. Okay, now I'm kind of getting freaked out. Martin, you're acting like a zombie. It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking from the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart.
You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze as horror looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed, 'cause it's a thriller night, and no one's gonna save you from the beast about to strike. You know it's thriller night, and running for your life, and get a thriller tonight.
I told you I was allergic to Halloween, MC.
Allergic? Martin, I think it might have something to do with you eating every sugary treat you see.
Oh, look. I think I barfed up another veggie monster here. Look at that one.
Do you know what? That's terrifying, Martin. Maybe next Halloween you don't eat all of the sweets.
No, I'm not doing next Halloween, MC.
I'm gonna go get the broom. I mean mop. We'll see you. Oh, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Oh, I feel better now.
And now, please give a warm welcome for your host, John. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I hope you've had a good week. You're home for the weekend, the lunch is eaten, and you're ready for a challenge, because it's time for another one of Mutor John's fabulous fun time end of the week quiz. Now, before we go on, I'd like to introduce you to my lovely assistant, Matilda. I almost didn't recognize you. Okay, that's enough of the voice. So as I said, we're going to do a quiz this Friday afternoon to see what you've learned, what you know already, and what you can remember. There'll be 3 rounds, and again, you can play in separate teams or play as a team and discuss the answers between you. Since it's Halloween and it's coming very soon, I thought we'd stick to the Halloween theme for round 1. So pause the telly, grab a pen and paper, and get ready. Question 1. After School Hub, multiple choice. Moontor John did a lesson on a creature called the puka this week. But what date does the Puka's Day fall on? Is it A, the 14th of February? Is it B, the 1st of November? Or is it C, the 25th of December? Tricky one. Puka. Question number 2. What did Moontor Cliana create in her Halloween art lesson this week? Was it A, a spider's web? Was it B, a bat's cave? Or was it C, a skeleton's closet? These are tricky. Question number 3. What festival was celebrated in Ireland before Halloween, which had aspects that evolved into the holiday of Halloween? Was it A, Cinco de Mayo? Was it B, St. Patrick's Day? Or was it C, Samhain? Time's up, we're moving on. Okay, boys and girls, by now the brains are warmed up, but here comes round number 2. Round number 2 is a film round. Question 1. What was the first Star Wars movie ever called? Use the Force, Luke. Question number 2. What were the sisters' names in Frozen and Frozen 2? Question number 3. What kind of toys are Woody and Buzz in the Toy Story movies? Bit of a tricky one because there are 2 answers for that one. Moving on to round number 3. Now round number 2 might have been a little bit trickier than round number 1. But it's not as tricky as round number 3, which, as we all know by now, Matilda, is the lightning round. The lightning round is way more exciting because each answer is not worth 1 point, but 2. The lightning round is going to be general knowledge, so it could be anything. You'll have to stay on your toes. Am I right, Matilda? She doesn't say much. Here we go. Question 1. What is the capital of France? Les Français, mais oui. Question number 2. How many players make up a starting camogie team? And the final question in our big Friday fun quiz thing. Which Irish artist released the song Giants? That was Giants. Okay, boys and girls, let's go through those answers. Red pen at the ready. If you don't have a red pen, doesn't matter. Here we go. Round 1 was multiple choice, all about the after school hub. The question was, Muntor John did a lesson on a creature called the puka this week. But what date does the puka's day fall on? Was it A, the 14th of February, B, the 1st of November, or C, the 25th of December? It was B, the 1st of November, Puka's Day, where they have to behave themselves. Question number 2. What did Muntor Cliona create in her Halloween art class this week? Was it A, a spider's web? Was it B, a bat's cave? Or was it C, a skeleton's closet? And the answer was Muntor Cliona made a fabulous spider's web! Question number 3. What festival was celebrated in Ireland which had aspects that evolved into Halloween? Was it A, Cinco de Mayo? Was it B, St. Patrick's Day? Or was it C, Samhain? The answer is C, the Festival of Samhain, which interestingly enough is where we get the name Iha Hauna. Samhain means November, Osquerga. Round number 2, the movie round. Question 1 was, what was the first Star Wars movie ever called? It was called A New Hope. Classic. Question number 2. What were the sisters' names in Frozen and Frozen 2? They were Elsa and Anna, or pronounced in America, Anna. Elsa and Anna. Question number 3. What kind of toys are Woody and Buzz in the Toy Story movies? They are a cowboy and a space ranger. There's a lot of arguing over that in the first movie. Round number 3, the lightning round. Question 1 was, what is the capital of France? The answer is Paris. Ah, beautiful Paris. Belle Paris. Question number 2. How many people or players make up a starting camogie team? The answer is 15. Question number 3. Which Irish artist released the song Giants? It was Dermot Kennedy, and what a terrific musician he is too. So how did you do? Were they a little bit more difficult than last week? Or maybe a little bit easier than last week? Have a great weekend, folks. Shalom! Every week on rte.ie/learn, we have an amazing giveaway. And all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is upload your video. And this week's winner is the Garahy family. Check out this video from Fiona, Jane and Patrick.
Today we got something new. Is it a new car? No. Is it a new magazine? No. Is it a new dog? No. We got a new baby sister. No, Dad. Bye!
Brilliant! So now, you know what you need to do. Get out there, get filming, and get uploading your After School Hub videos to rte.ie/learn.
Double, double, toilet trouble, fire burn and cauldrons bubble.
Something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna afraid of no ghosts.
At the weekend, we went pumpkin picking.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. If you're seeing things running through your head, who can you call?
Tune in Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. on RTÉ Cool!